Now it's Football Friday, only on ABC-13. Sponsored by All Phase Roofing.
All right. Hi, everybody. Welcome in. Season finale time for ABC-13's Football Friday. I'm Dave Walls, and what a year we've had for high school football. We're going to wrap it up in Spain-tacular style tonight. We love you, Mark. All right. We got all sorts of action, the top 5 plays of the year, and we will reveal who takes home our Football Friday Player of the Year award. First, though, let's talk about Saturday's state championship game with our last surviving area team. That's a 13-0 LCA Bulldogs. Now, Coach Frank Rocco's team hit a new level over the second half of the season, and into the postseason, they were rarely challenged, sweeping Broadway, Heritage, Turner Ashby, and William Byrd in quick fashion, with most of the scoring that the opposition did taking place late in the game with the result already in hand. Now, the Bulldogs will ride a 27-game win streak in the Saturday's final. That's a third longest win streak right now in the Commonwealth. Only Maury and Phoebus have longer streaks, and both those teams are also in the state finals. Now, LCA's offense averaging 44 points a game. Running back Gideon Davidson registered another 2,000-plus yard season this year, but it's been a much more balanced attack. Freshman quarterback Tyler Jackson has looked every bit the starting quarterback, while a deeper lineup has given LCA coach Frank Rocco more options to spread defenses thinner. Now, winning won't be easy tomorrow, but these Bulldogs say the chemistry is there for a title win, just as it was a year ago.
Yeah, we're taking it, the old adage, taking it one game at a time, and sure enough, we're going to look up on Saturday and say we're in the state championship and we're playing Kettle Run. It's been an amazing ride. For the most part, we've remained pretty healthy, and we've gotten better and better and better.
It's definitely different, but it's different in a good way. I feel like last year we had a lot of leaders, and this year we have leaders, but in different kinds of ways. Really great just being able to, have that great mix of people.
We had a real brotherhood with the guys last year, but we have that same brotherhood coming into this year, and it's a little different being a senior because the last time I get to play at Liberty Stadium next week, so it's a little different, but we're going to give it the all.
Should be a good one, but standing in their way is Kettle Run. Now, they're a school making their second ever finals appearance. They made it here back in 2022 as runners-up when they were in Class 4. Now, the Kettle Run's had some closer games this year, but finally put it together for a definitive win over state finalist Lafayette last week. Now, Coach Charlie Porterfield has been there for both of those final games in his 3 seasons, now looking to bring a Fauquier County school their first ever state football title. Cougars quarterback Jacob Mulhern has 2,800 passing yards, 38 TDs this season, and he's got a lot of tools. Colton Quacker in the backfield has more than 1,000 rushing yards on top. In a podcast earlier this week, Porterfield acknowledged LCA's strengths, but says the tough battles his team has been in gives his players the confidence to compete with no fear on Saturday.
Again, I think in my mind, I just hope the boys believe, and again, I think that's going to be the message all week is that, hey guys, you beat a team that most people would say, again, I think we beat a lot of teams that people would say on pen and paper or by a picture, we should lose to. One of the things I write up on the board every week is we want to be the best at football. We have to make it a fight for 4 quarters.
It should be a good fight, but how do these teams match up on Saturday? Let's take a look at the tail of the tape. Now, Kettle Run loves to run and gun. They've got big offensive explosions, lots of players who can score, but most of their games have been close ones this year. LCA, despite scoring less points this year, 566 of them, that does come with one less game. And a majority of the points that the opposition has scored, as we mentioned earlier, have come late in the game in a running out the clock situation. Now, the championship game kicks off 11:30 a.m. tomorrow at Williams Stadium. That's over on the campus of Liberty University, not over at LCA Stadium. Make sure you get that right. And I'll have full coverage of the game tomorrow on 13 News at 11. Still to come, we've got the best plays of the year and the ultimate trifecta when Football Friday continues. All right, welcome back to Football Friday. I'm Dave Walls, but I can't wait for another year of the only show dedicated to high school basketball in our area. That's ABC-13's Full Court Press. It'll start again up in January. All right, let's get back to the football action as we continue with our season finale. Our thanks to photojournalists Christian Irizarry, Ben Montgomery, and Andrea Craig, who pitched in with plenty of hard work this year for the best of Mike Up the Coach.
You are blessed with an opportunity. You're blessed with an opportunity. All of us believe in you in this room. Can we put them away early and stay on? Hey, press that out. Press that out.
command the football field. You understand?
Let's have a good time tonight. Play football.
1-0 last night, right? Let's go! Way to push it. Way to not give up. Good job.
Just fine, guys, all right? We made a few mistakes. That's part of the ball game. Make sure that you're protecting your legs. Don't just go up tall.
It's adversity, right? Need the juice, need the energy. Let's go. Touchdown! Yeah! That's what it is. Keep moving. Let's keep moving. 33! What's up, boy?
You hit me with the flag. Gracious. Can't cast blame. Does that make sense? We just got to keep playing hard.
Hey, let's go. Big stop right here. Good catch. Good catch. Touch the ball. Come on. That's why we're worried about daggone Lockeretta before the game instead of freaking playing football.
Love you. Keep playing hard. Here we go. You can't allow him to keep making calls for you over there.
You all right? You all right?
Stay up. Stay up. Stay up.
A little skinny so you can get through quicker.
Competitive son of a gun. Competitive son of a gun. Good job. Let's go. Good job, man. Good job.
Hey, I'm always worried about Lockeretta after the game. Thank you to all of our coaches for allowing us on your sidelines all year long. You know, throughout our games, hundreds of them this year, we estimate we've seen somewhere in the neighborhood of 25 to 30,000 plays. And out of that, we've got some good ones. The top 5 plays of the year in the ultimate trifecta. Let's do this thing. Number 5, playoff action off the top. Radford, watch this interception. Pace preload tips it off to DeMariah Brown. Look at this again. The tip drill in effect, right place, right time. It hangs on through the hit. Gretna would go on to win this game, but a heck of an effort and a heck of a season for the Bobcats. Let's go on to number 4 on the trifecta. I love me a big man touchdown. Jack Reese, give it to me from Chatham as a big hit on the tackle at 78 there. Gobble, gobble, gobble. He's gobbling that ball up, taking it to the house for 6. Big things to come for Reese in his collegiate career, but a great season leading the way for Chatham. All right, on to number 3. One of my favorite runs of the year, DJ Gregory from Dan River. I did this impersonation during the trifecta. He's getting slippery. You're not going to catch me. I'll see you next year. He's off to the end zone. If you know who that's from, Jason like that. DJ Gregory slipping through multiple tackles all the way for 6 points in a big Dan River win. Let's go on to number 2. And Devontae Wade, boy, he was Mr. Do-It-All for the Amherst Lancers. Watch this run here, giving him the stinky leg right there. This man left his sneakers behind as Wade is going to weave in and out, and he's going in for 6. Wade doing a big job and a great career for Amherst County. But play number 1, it's Neo Cabell and GW in a game of the week at Magna Vista. This is with about a minute left. The snap goes awry, fumbles it, so what does 5 do? Picks it up and makes it happen, rushing in. This is the game winner in a game of the week showdown at Magna Vista, and that's play number 1 on the trifecta. Still to come, enough of the waiting. We're going to announce our Football Friday Player of the Year when Football Friday returns. All right, everybody, welcome back to Football Friday. It all comes down to this. We are down to our final 5 players for the Football Friday Player of the Year award. And what a class of 2024, very deserving players. Now, here are all those names one more time. Neo Cabell, quarterback at GW. Brody Dawley had a great year for Glenver. Gideon Davidson, running back at LCA. Rayshawn Logan, big year for the Gretna Hawks. And LaDainian Stone, second-year finalist from the Alta Vista Colonels. So out of all these players, big honor just to make it. But who will take the trophy? Our 2024 Football Friday Player of the Year is Gideon Davidson of the LCA Bulldogs. Here's more on our 2024 Player of the Year.
The competition was tough for the 2024 Player of the Year award, but in becoming a 2-time winner, LCA's Gideon Davidson made himself undeniable. The future Clemson Tiger will cap his high school career Saturday with his place in the VHSL record book firmly intact. Davidson is set to move into second place all-time for rushing yards in a career, passing 7,600, placing him among the elites in VHSL history. And with 40 touchdowns this season, 37 of them on the ground, there's no limit to his future as Davidson now heads to the ACC. Congrats, Gideon Davidson, our 2024 Football Friday Player of the Year.
One trophy for Gideon down, another one to come, hopefully for the LCA on Saturday. Of course, the football coverage doesn't stop here. LCA Kettle Run tomorrow morning at 11:30. We will have full coverage of that state championship game right here on ABC-13 News tomorrow night at 11. And don't forget, we still got bowl games come later for both Liberty and Virginia Tech in early January. Thank you to all of our photographers, producers, and our staff. And thank you, of course, for watching Football Friday all season long. Enjoy the holidays. We'll see you in January for Full Court Press. Thank you for watching Football Friday.